Live from Global British Columbia, the News Hour with Chris Galis.
Good evening. Residents of Bowen Island are in an uproar tonight, incensed at the treatment of one of their neighbors by BC Ferries. Paul Hooson was forced to the ground and taken off the Bowen ferry in handcuffs after Ferry's employees called the police. The arrest was caught on a cell phone camera. He says the heavy-handed tactics were completely unjustified. The people who know him don't doubt his version of events for 1 minute, and they're staging an unusual protest against his treatment.
This would be funny if the issue wasn't so serious. Residents of Bowen Island have taken to wearing clown noses in protest against BC Ferries.
This is a situation that could have happened to any one of us.
Most Bowen Island residents are well aware that BC Ferries stopped selling tickets 5 minutes before departure from Horseshoe Bay. So last Tuesday afternoon, Paul Hooson says he arrived 10 minutes before departure and tried to buy a book of tickets with his credit card.
She was about to scan it, and her radio said, "Oh, Bowen is clearing," so she, I think, panicked and said, "I can't process a credit card now." I said, "What do you mean you can't? It's my form of payment. I'm here in plenty of time." She says, "No, I can't do this." And the people behind me in the lineup said, "This is ridiculous. We have plenty of time."
So he went down to the ferry ramp. A worker told him he couldn't board without a pass. He continued onto the ferry and bought a single ticket at the cafeteria upstairs. But by that time, BC Ferries had called West Van Police, reporting a case of ferry evasion.
The police officer asked me twice if I was going to get off the ferry, and I passively and quietly said no, and I showed him my ticket. The second time I said no, he threw me to the deck of the ferry with a judo hold.
He is not resisting.
Asked if there was any physical confrontation, West Van Police say only that Hooson was asked to leave and did not, so they took him down.
You say you don't have a taser with you?
Here we go, the special cleaner. Accident!
Hooson is also known as Doc Willikers, a professional clown who's often seen at BC Children's Hospital.
Paul is an upstanding citizen of our community, well respected. He works with sick children at Children's Hospital, and is the perfect person to draw attention to this. About the treatment that we get, there is no customer service on BC Ferries.
We are prepared to sacrifice a bit of our dignity by wearing a red nose in order to show our support for Paul and the lack of dignity, the attack on his dignity that's been affronted by BC Ferries and the West Vancouver Police.
While BC Ferries claims it takes longer to sell a booklet of discount commuter tickets than a single ticket, locals say that's nonsense. They also claim there's a growing frustration over poor service, and in this case, one resident felt it was time to make a stand. But BC Ferries simply viewed the issue as ferry evasion.
We had two other terminal attendants ask the gentleman not to board the vessel because he did not have a ticket, and he explained that we'd have to physically restrain him and suggested we phone the police.
The question now is, how is this ferry evasion when a BC Ferry customer tries to purchase tickets but is refused? So for about a $5 issue, BC Ferries called the cops to have this clown arrested.
Good work.